Hello everyone, my name is Kushagra Soni and I'm a second year BTech Biotechnology student. So today I'm in front of you to present a topic of growing national security and public welfare, that is sonicating weapons for national security. So this project has been a part of my BTech Biotechnology second year coursework, and I'm here to tell you about what are sonicating weapons, how they are used, and what are their mechanism of actions. Yes, let's dive into it. So what are sonicating weapons? Sonicating weapons are the weapons which use sounds to interact with the human body or the target we are hitting. So these work on these sounds can be audible or infrasonic, which are generally from of the lower frequency, which a human can hear, or ultrasonic, which are generally of the higher frequency, which a human can hear. So instead of bullets or explosives, these weapons rely on high intensity sounds and cause disruption, disorientation, and temporarily incapacitate the target. So they are mainly considered as non-lethal weapons. So less bloodshed and they temporarily cause the temporary harm. So let us understand the mechanism. So mechanism of action is the mechanism of sonicating weapons is based on how sound interact with the human body. When a high amplitude sound wave hit the body, the target sensitive to higher frequencies of the human ear and nervous system. This can result in many not so serious, but yes, things like headache, dizziness, confusion, and temporary paralysis. A well-known example of long-range sonicating weapons are LRAD, that are long range acoustic devices. LRAD can emit directional high amplitude, high decibel sound that act as a warning or a signal. Okay, so let us get on the recent cases which have been used as for sonicating weapons. So sonicating weapons have been reportedly used in many situations in protest situation, basically to avoid the people from getting hurt by the physical means and to scatter out the crowd of the protest. So in the recent cases like in Serbia in 2025, that is the very recent case. Protesters allegedly had a sudden confusion, like they panicked due to the suspected use of LRADs devices, although the government didn't classify it and said that they didn't use the LREDs, but yeah, some things are never spoken in front of media. And in US and the global context, such devices are usually during the major protest, including like G20s, Ferguson protest, and Standing Rock demonstrations. Yeah. So let us dive into the government use for public welfare. So government justify the use of sonicating weapons mainly on the public welfare and safety. Like during the large public gatherings or mass events, these weapons help in crowd control. Like we discussed earlier, how in Serbia they used it to scatter the crowd. They also they are also in anti-piracy operations, border security, and peacemaking missions to deter threat to safety. And let's see their benefits. One of the biggest advantages of sonicating weapons is that they reduce dependence on lethal weapons. Less bloodshed and more result. They have to maintain a law and order by minimizing the casualties. Yes, we see that. Like to scatter out the protest and to dismiss the protest, and to maintain the law and order in the country. They are used. These devices are highly effective in the dispersing large crowds and preventing violent escalations. Now, what are the risks and controversies these weapons hold? And they are minded, they are really harmful if they're used in wrong hands, if they get in wrong hands. Ethical concerns include misuse, overuse, and lack of accountability. Medical uses reportedly include hearing damage, headache, nausea, anxiety, and long-term neurological concerns, which are a very serious threat. And due to these risks, the legal status of sonicating weapons varies across the countries. Like they are different in different countries. Like some countries use it for something and some countries don't. Yeah, so recommendation for sale and ethical use of the sonicating weapons for reasonable for responsible use, clear regulations and transparencies are essential. Like you will require a license to operate them, and law enforcement agencies must receive proper training to avoid misuse, which is very, very, very important. So these weapons should be developed only as a last option, and health effect must be carefully monitored. So let's talk about the legal, policy, and ethical considerations. Deployment of sonicating weapons must align with human rights principles such as proportionality, necessity, and accountability. Independent oversight bodies should monitor their procurement and usage. Strict use of force policies, medical evaluations, and prohibition of non-consensual experimentation are absolutely necessary. So let's come to our conclusion of the presentation and of our topic. In conclusion, sonicating weapons have the potential to enhance national security and public safety while reducing the reliance on lethal force. However, their use require careful regulation, like we talked earlier, like some training, some basic trainings and their proper use. And we have also discussed about the consequences that they can have if misused. Only these conditions are met can such technologies serve society without compromising human rights. Yeah, so now this is the bibliographic from which I have researched my product, my topic of engagement. Yeah, so the Wikipedia, military.com, Study IQ, Geneva, UNIDIR, which is United Nations Institute of Disarmament Research. Yeah, so thank you for listening to me, and do let me know if you like it or not, and yeah, if you want more of them. And yes, thank you.